An idea, babe. Maybe just stay inside. Craving some fresh air, but the ceiling fan is so nice. And because I'm so happily, that no one knows that you're with me. I'm just kidding, but really, really. I know. All I'm asking, baby. Please, please, please. I'll prove all right.
Sanford Stadium between the hedges in Athens, Georgia. Home to the 90,000 of their closest friends.
Don't bring
This is not just a regular matchup. Battles of 10 teams, two teams colliding early in the season. One team to make a strong statement.
Beg you don't embarrass me.
LSU Tigers taking on the fourth-ranked team, Georgia Bulldogs. PA Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get
An idea, babe. Maybe just stay inside. Craving some fresh air, but the ceiling fan is so nice.
The Bulldogs will kick this deep to start us off. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. He'll pitch it.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Here's the second down play. Caught quickly. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
Caught way downfield for a huge gain. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Here's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. When they don't block the defensive end, it shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. It's a small game, but look who they threw the football to, the fullback. Nice to see him get his opportunities.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. You know, the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive start. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. intercepted. Brought down after a short return at the 24. What a crucial takeaway. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down here for this offense. Ball handed off. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 36.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They look to throw it here on second down. And he pulls in the catch. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Chris, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver here is exceptional. Great route here to sell that post to the inside and then break it off to the corner. And the quarterback anticipates it well, puts it on the money for that touchdown.
BAT is good, so it's 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
They'll run this play from the pistol formation. And now the running back's got it again. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Fires it on the move. Catch is made. Room to run here. In a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here comes a handoff. Finds room at the 30. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Chris, it feels good to see an LSU team be able to run the football when you know they're going to run it. I mean, they've been doing that forever, going all the way back to like Jacob Hester and Kevin Falk. His ability to run the ball and catch out of the backfield. Leonard Fournette. And of course, Clyde Edwards-Helaire on that great 2019 team. And now, LSU stable of backs again on this roster, too.
They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
He'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. The pass rush closing in. Got him. He's sacked.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. Quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
They went for it and failed on 4th down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here. Offense looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. Finds his man, has the 1st down. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Well, it's a blown opportunity here for this defense. They get the offense all the way to 4th down and long. They got to get pressure. They got to get this offense off the field, make them pay for this aggressive decision to go for it, and instead they give up the 1st down. This could cost them.
And the quarterback keeps it here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
For the linebackers and really the quarterback of the defense on this play, diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. He just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
Now play number 9 on this drive. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They'll try the option play here. He'll toss it to the back. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Fires it to his target. He's got it right near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, LSU. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Point after, not great through. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Return starts from inside the 5. Return of 1 down. Sets up the next drive. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6. The Dogs looking to run some tempo here. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. The pocket breaking down. Looks to the left, pass caught. Defense makes the stop after the completion. Offense cranking up the tempo now, no huddle. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Caught in the backfield. It's Turner.
Chris, sometimes the quarterback's just trying to find the open guy and get him the ball. It's exactly what he's able to do here. Found a way to pick up 1st down.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Fakes the handoff. Looking to throw. Pressure is coming. That's caught. It's Turner. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a 1st down.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
The Dogs pick up enough for a first down here. Hand off to the single back. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance and a really nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Short throw to the back, an easy completion. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
Offense sets up for play number 8 on this drive. They'll run it from the gun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Receivers are bunched together. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a first down.
I love this unconventional call by the offense coordinator. Third and medium, a lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the first down.
Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, drops back, finds his target. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. Second down after that short completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
They're 2 for 2 on third down this drive. It's 3rd down and 7. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Oh, the pass is picked off. Going the other way, can they stop him? Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Oh, it's incomplete. Tried a little lob pass there, but doesn't work.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break that ball's not intercepted.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. They'll run the option. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. The defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards on the completion, but now it's fourth down. So no hesitation by the coach. The offense is out there to go for it here. Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. They've converted one of their 2 fourth down attempts so far. Looks like we're going to get a third attempt right here. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big fourth down stop.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
Breaking tackles. They get him down, but a solid run by the freshman.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for this first down. And boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years, and this young man is living up to that tradition today.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Second and long for this offense after the sack. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Touchdown, Georgia. Strong game by this quarterback.
Chris, that's his 2nd touchdown of the day. You talk about getting off to a great start. He may have more in it.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Defense got a big 4th down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
You know, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? You snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. Defense is coming after him. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Boy, great job here by this defensive lineman from Georgia using his hands and his speed to close in on the quarterback and come up with this sack. And, man, they've had some great ones over the years, Chris, as you know, starting with our guy, David Pollack, who had as good a career in his time in Athens as anybody who's ever put on that uniform. Richard Seymour, a brilliant career with the Patriots, but it all started in Athens. Jalen Carter, just an enforcer up front. And I even throw in Geno Atkins, who had a great career in the interior of that Georgia defensive line.
So we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. And the back now goes in motion. And here's the handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
So now from the 29, it's 3rd down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there. They're 1 for 3 so far on 4th down attempts. Can they convert here? And the quarterback dropping back. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not a great return, but the interception wipes out the scoring threat and gives the offense the ball in the 32.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. 2nd down play now coming up.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
He's running out of time here. That's complete downfield. That is a big play. Finally brought down to the 44. The Dogs come up to the line in a hurry up. First down, looking to throw the football. Looks left and finds his target there. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. And when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Chris, a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. Quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Oh, he misfires again, 3 in a row.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
4th down. He's throwing for it. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. And he goes down, but the important thing, it's enough to move the sticks in a fresh set of downs. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy.
Timeout, Georgia.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And he'll set up to throw. And it's a throwaway. That's a good call down here in the red zone on 1st down. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got it for a big gain. The gain moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st down and goal. The quarterback's got it on the option. Pitch to the back. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. He's looking deep here. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the 2nd half.
Miller's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The kickoff team out there now to get the 2nd half underway. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. And the defense makes some adjustments, come up with a stop here. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Quick throw to the left side. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. And he steps out, but that's the takeaway this defense was looking for.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. The offense was given a short field. Now can the defense come up with a huge stop here on 3rd down? Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Great job here by the play caller, going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups to very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Man, this wide receiver has been a difference maker in this football game. He's got 2 touchdowns already. Now they look to him again, and he picks up the first down.
And it's a bunch formation. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch made by the tight end. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. The Bulldogs come to the line to run the hurry up.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
Now it's 2nd down here.
Well, there aren't very many things that can get to a quarterback of this magnitude. But I think it's safe to say that good pressure by the defense can get to any quarterback.
And this time it's complete. Finally marked out after a big game, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. And the Bulldogs looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. Ball sits at the 2-yard line for 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it with the fullback. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Chris, listen, it's easy to sit up here and try to have all the answers, and I try not to be that guy. But it's 3rd down and goal. You just get stopped. You've had 3 chances to put it in the end zone to make this a 2-touchdown lead, and you've not been able to do it. Kick the field goal here if you're smart and make this a 2-possession game.
A field goal would make this a 2-score game, but they elect to go for it on 4th down. Hands off to the fullback. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Oh, how about that, Chris? Bear Bryant's looking down, smiling on that call. 4th down and goal. You go with the goal line formation. You bring the defense in tight, and you still overpower them for a touchdown. Thing of beauty.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop?
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looks right for a quick completion. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
To the wideout. He's tackled at the 36.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here's a carry for the fullback. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
And that is a good chunk of yardage picked up by the big guy. Sometimes you don't need a whole lot of space created for a fullback. He can simply make his own way.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And that gained enough for a fresh set of downs, spotted at the 48.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And the wideout goes in motion. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. It's an out route, the catch made. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers. But he stopped short of the first down.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Looks like he's going to run it. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
This is just a great job of understanding situational awareness by this quarterback. Nobody's open downfield, so instead he decides to buy a little bit of time by scrambling, gets out of the pocket, and he gets to the sticks and just gets the first down.
It's a run. Running back's got it. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. And the long drive continues. The offense just grinding away here. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Out past the 30. At the 10 now. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Georgia. For the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play. Any defender could.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Bengals offense is back out on the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick 6, a devastating play. They got to recover from that, right? Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Big play across midfield. They'll spot it near the 36. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? Quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
Now the try here for the extra point. PAT cuts it to a 14-point game, 35-21. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
Georgia 35, LSU 21.
He'll return it from inside the 5. And they've got the returner corralled. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Going for a big play downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Dogs.
This receiver is putting on a show today. That is 3 trips to the end zone already. And based on how this defense is playing against him, this may not be the last time we see him in the end zone today.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Receiver makes the grab. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The drive stays alive with that 1st down completion. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Lofting it toward the left sideline. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Tackle after he makes the 1st down as the seconds tick away here in the 3rd quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. There's contact on the throw. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
How about this guy making this throw? I mean, they have harassed him all game long, and here we are in the 4th quarter. He takes another.
Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. There was a 1-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. It's a short completion to the tight end. It'll be enough for a 1st down, brought down at the 43.
But how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the fourth.
It's a toss to the left side. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
They're going to run it. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Not able to connect, incomplete.
How about the call here? They go with the screen on 3rd down and short. You don't see that called very often. They're not able to even complete the pass, so no chance at a conversion. So we got 4th and short.
They'll kick it away here. This one will be fair caught. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line.
One thing about the college game is everybody likes to run a version of the spread. But there's still an opportunity every once in a while for the old fullback to get in there and show you what he can do. He reminds you on that play right there.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. It's a quick grab. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. This is turning into a monster day for this quarterback, Kirk. His passing yards now up over 350.
Yeah, and it seems...
Here's a shot toward the right sideline. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, LSU. This offense cannot be stopped.
Man, that's his 2nd touchdown today. This guy's winning every one-on-one matchup this defense provides. Great job by the quarterback putting the ball where his guy can make a play on it, and he's got 2 on the board.
And he converts the 2-point try, now a 13-point game.
Well, that's when you know an offensive coordinator has confidence in his running game. 2-point conversion, no problem. Rely on the back and his vision with that great blocking up front to get you the 2 points.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Forced to punt last time. Trying to add points, build the lead right here. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Now, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Chris, it's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Looking to throw now on first down. And he finds the running back in the flat. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? The back's got it. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Good job bleeding the clock on this drive so far. They'll come up on a second down. Using his legs, it's Turner. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Crucial third down play right here. The call is a quarterback sneak. And the defense rises up and stops him short on third down.
Well, I just thought that would be a foregone conclusion. Third down in inches, no problem. Quarterback sneak, first down. But no, the defensive line holds their point of attack and pushes him. It looked like no gain to me. It'll be fourth down in inches.
Well, no surprise here. They're already 2 for 2 on fourth down. Try to make it 3 for 3 here. And the fullback gets in on the action with the carry. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
Wow, Chris, I don't know. You've got control of this game, and you go for it here? A little bit confusing. Why even allow your opponent any chance of anything? Finish out the win and just punt it away.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of his sticks. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Well, you get some positive yards in the opening play of this drive. They need 2 touchdowns, so anything to move them closer to that first touchdown is always going to be good.
It's second down after that completion. Receiver in motion now. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking for his big tight end. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Running out of time in the pocket. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
That's a first down for the offense.
Looking to throw it again. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. That's a crucial score, Kirk. Makes it a 1-possession game and makes the stretch run of this very interesting.
Yeah, now the pressure turns to their opponent and their offense. Momentum is starting to tilt, and it's your job to go into your 4-minute offense. But I'd expect this defense to be extra aggressive to try to get this ball back.
PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout.
Timeout, Georgia.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Safety kickoff.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Offense showing a bunch formation now. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Receiver makes the catch. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Well, I think the offense lulled the defense to sleep here. You think that they're just working the clock here and running the football, and then they throw and surprise you and get some positive yards downfield just to keep this defense honest.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He'll try a pass here. Pass not complete. So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And the receiver snags it. It's complete. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Chris, that's another big completion for this quarterback. You talk about a career day. This guy's now over 450 yards in this game alone.
How aggressive will they be on this 1st down play? They'll work the clock here with the running game. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The shotgun running play call. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. They come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive going. Can the defense get a stop here? They'll change the pre-snap look now. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Finds an open target on the left side. The game picks up the 1st down, tackle at the 37.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency, and that's a great example that he's up to it.
Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Picked off, a crucial turnover. And he's got some open field ahead. Inside the 10. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Oh, my gosh, he completely baits the quarterback here. The quarterback thinks he can dump it off to the running back. The defense anticipates it, steps in front of it, and goes to the house for a touchdown.
And now they'll set up for the point after. Crucial PAT is good. They're in front by 1 here in the 4th. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. And they recover from that right now. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. It's caught. They will rule that a catch, a huge gain through the air.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Offense comes out needing a score in this one-possession game. First down, looking to throw the football. Escapes the pocket. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. Second down after that previous play. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. And a timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. So now we'll have a field goal attempt, one of the biggest moments of this game so far. So here we go. In the final seconds, one swing of the leg for the win. And the kick is good. A game winner. What a moment for this kicker. We love to see a game come down to the final possession. It was who's going to have the football last. And they were able to make plays and come out with a win.
Yeah, not only the final minutes, but the final drive. And that entire unit looked calm, cool, and collected. It was well called by their offensive coordinator, and this defense just couldn't stop them when they needed to.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.